All right, guys. Sorry, part two. Part two. I'm gonna keep my finger up here so I know which video I started from. So when the thumbnail comes up, I can just upload it as part two, right? But anyway, part two. All right. I got a phone call and it interrupted my flow of thought. But anyway, like I said, the Democrats are the biggest hypocrites. The leftists are the biggest hypocrites. They ended up making money from all the forms of entertainment because they know people are tired of work. They work hard and they like entertainment. So they found ways to make money off of entertainment at everybody's expense. And now everything in the world is entertainment, right? It doesn't make any logical sense anymore to them. So they could care less how you make money or not. They're set. So they're not any part of the rat race anymore. So they could care less about you and me, the little people who are working every day to feed our families. And so they don't care. They'd rather stick with the governments now, who are big stuff, because governments can tax people. So taxing you, they can make a lot of wealth and become wealthy. Look at these Democrats like Maxine Waters and the Obamas, and they're multi millionaires, and they're public servants. How can you become a multi-millionaire as a public servant? You're doing some kind of money laundering with our tax dollars, or with our slush funds, or with our budgeted funds for expenses that, let's say we float a bond to build a hospital. Maybe they're taken from there. Or what happens when everybody wins the lottery? You have these $1 billion lottery winnings, and weren't all those proceeds supposed to go to education? Don't see any of that going on. The roads are all falling apart, yet these politicians are billionaires, right? I drive to Pomona, all right? Sorry to say it, government Pomona is not taking care of that city. Uh, it's got potholes and everything. As soon as I get out of Pomona into the surrounding wealthier cities like Laverne, San Dimas, Claremont, Upland, the roads improve. They get so much better. There are no potholes. You can tell how a government is running things by the way the roads appear. That's the first sign, right? Look at the roads in your city. All politics are local. Look at the roads in your city. If your roads are potholy, that tells you right there. And it's your people in your city who are at fault, because you vote for stuff. So if things aren't going well, you start to look inside. Don't look outside. Look inside at what your problems are first. And I get it. I get it. That's what part of Steve Kerr's message was. Part of it was, why are you asking me about China? China has its own problems. China doesn't ask me about America. But the moment he made it about guns, it was no longer a deflection of the question. It was more an attack on my rights as a human being to defend myself, and your rights as a human being to defend yourself, and everybody in the United States' rights as a human being to defend themselves, to have the right to acquire any type of weapon or any type of force multiplier to assist them in defending themselves against someone who's using a force multiplier against them. So if a burglar comes into your home with a gun, that's a force multiplier. Why? Because a gun can do a lot of damage from a distance. The burglar doesn't even need to get near you. He can shoot you. But if you have a gun, the same applies for you. You don't even need to get near the burglar, and you could shoot them if they're trying to kill you, right? What about if they come with a knife? At some point, they're going to take our knife rights away. How do I know? Because in real time, modern day, we have London. The mayor of London outlawed firearms. All of them. Guess what happened? Knife crimes went through the roof. So what did they do? They outlawed knives. And I'm sorry, you can't outlaw knives. You got chefs. How you going to cook and cut your meat and your vegetables when you don't have a knife? Huh? You got woodworkers. How are they going to use their chisels with sharp edges and their blades? How are you going to use any type of saw a sawzall or anything, a jigsaw, anything that has a blade on it can be counted as a knife. And then if you allow those people to have them, you have to have permitting now that is created. And that's what happens then. Government makes money off of banning the thing, because now it doesn't mean the ban means you can't get it. You can get it. You just have to pay for it from the government. Government will give it to you. And so you get unequal treatment of the people. Unequal treatment of the people. Our Constitution makes treatment of the people equal. We get equal protection under the law. Now, you may have been stiffed by a judge in court, and you may think it's because you're black, and it might be because you're black, or because you're Mexican, or because you're Asian, and you're in a white neighborhood, and the judge may have been white and racist. All right. I can see how the system didn't work for you in that situation, but the system overall works. And if it didn't work for that judge, that's why you change the venue. You don't go out and fight for black people to get more protection than any other race. You don't go out and fight for Mexicans to get more protection than any other race. You don't go out and fight for Asians to get more protection than any other race just because that judge didn't rule in your favor because the judge was racist. Change the venue. You make a motion to change the venue. In other words, you change courtrooms and judges so you can get a more fair trial. That's allowed under the law. Maybe you didn't know that. But ignorance, as they say, is no excuse for the law. You still should go practice things properly. Don't attack our Constitution, which gives us all equal protection. We need to attack the people who are supposed to be interpreting our laws and enforcing our laws, and they're not doing it correctly. Those are people we attack. And we need to be honest about that. So, like, people are attacking Trump, but Trump is enforcing the law. He's got the law backing. He can even quote the law. He's quoting the laws that he is enforcing. And people are calling him racist and attacking him. But the reality of it is, that's what our law is. It's everyone else that's not following it. Trump is following it, and it's not racist. It's equally applied across all spectrums, across all levels. And so we've got to a point where people just fall in love with the story from someone like, Barack Obama. I liked his charisma. He was a corrupt individual, but I liked his charisma. He could get out there and he can talk to you, and you can understand what he's saying. And it can really get to the key heart and soul of your feelings about what he's talking about. But the reality of it is, if you looked at what he did, it was totally against you. Right? And a lot of things that Trump is doing, there were things that Obama did that were exactly the same in terms of enforcing the law. And people didn't give any grief to Obama about it, but they're giving a ton of grief to President Trump. Why? Because they're brainwashed by the masters of the leftist universe who want to get them to follow as slaves. And somehow I don't understand how people can do that. So anyway, I'm going to cut this video now. I think I've said my piece. I'm already at the almost 10-minute mark, and the last video was about 20, so that's about half an hour. I'll leave it at that. That's my commentary on leftism and how it's just, it's destroying things, and people need to be aware of it. How a communist influence in China is a butterfly that, flapping on the other side of the world, can affect how we speak and how we defend ourselves here in the United States. It's the butterfly effect. And in fact, that's what I'm going to call both of these videos, the butterfly effect of communism. So again, like I said in my last video, if you like my content, you were listening all the way through these 30 minutes, hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you know whenever I get, hit the subscribe button so you can always be notified when I get something. And hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload something. Then you can be up to date on all the new videos I do. And most importantly, if you like my content, you can share it with somebody you know and you want to benefit from this commentary. And if you could, support me as well I have affiliate links down below. I'm going to try to add to them throughout time. I might even go retroactively to other videos I've done in the past. If I add on a new affiliate, I may put that link in all those other videos. So make sure you check. If you happen to see another video that or you want to go back in time and look at my other video, and you're afraid that that link down here won't be on the other video, don't worry about it. If I put it here, I'm going to go back and retroactively set back all those other videos so that they have the link there. And please support those links. They're technically sponsors because I'm not really an owner in the business, but I'm an affiliate because I get a cut of the sales. But I like these products. I like these businesses. I want to support them. So if you buy from them, great. You support the business and you also support me as a marketer of that business. And I appreciate all your support and any donations you give also for my cryptocurrency links. I updated the Dash address. So if you send me Dash, I'm getting it right in my account. And I appreciate any donation you give me. And I also appreciate all the donations I've already received. Thank you to everybody for your support. So continue to do so and continue to like my information. Hopefully you benefit from it. And again, share, share, share. May God be with you. And may you have a great, blessed Halloween season. I do intend to do more videos before that, but still, just in case this is the last one you see before Halloween, happy Halloween and All Hallows Eve and All Saints Day and All Souls Day for y'all, all y'all Christians and Catholics. And we'll see you on into the next month. But again, till the next video, I love y'all. God be with you, and take care.